What's up, everybody? Glad you guys can join me again. I'm going to go over my hat press. I had a couple of people ask me about it the last time I showed patches. So I laid out an overlay of some leather patch designs that I want to go ahead and put on this last little bit of leather that I have. It's faux leather. I got the leather from JDS, I believe. So here's the layout in light burn here. These are the ones I'm going to burn. I'm burning at, we go to my controls. I'm going for the fill-in. It's going to be 650 speed at 25 power. For the cut line, and also let me go ahead and take this one, move that up to the top. For the, I have one that has a stitch on it, the wildlife one. I'm going to do a faux stitch on that, so I'm going to do that at 500 at 25% power. It's going to be trying to make it a little bit darker than the actual fill. And the cut line is going to be at 60%, it's 60 speed at 40% power. Those are my settings just for my laser, and I'm using the today we're going to be using the US RECI 60 watt. I'm sorry, US RECI 90 watt. So I already have the last little bit of this faux leather up in here, and we're going to go ahead and get this thing burnt. Let's get it burnt, baby. I already framed it, already set it up. So we're gonna go ahead and hit start. Yes, there we go. All right, so we're gonna let this go for a while, and I'll come back to you guys. Just a little update where we at. Just working on the 1, 2, 3, 4 of 7 of the patches. So this is where we at right here. Yep, just checking in. We got about 3 out of the 7 done. Still has to do the cut lines, but it's coming along. I think this total burn was about 17 minutes, so it didn't take long. Okay, so we're just about to finish up the fields. All right, here's all the line cuts. Got 7 patches total, ranging in sizes. Most of them are 2 by 3 inches. May have one that's a 3 by 3 inch, and I think I had to make one that's an outline like 2 by, I want to say 2 by 1.5 maybe. But yep, that's the outline one. I think that was like 2 by 1.5. It's just outlining the flag. And there we go. We're done. So here we go. We got the finished product. I tried to use as much of this leatherette as I could. I tried to get it all spaced on there the best that I could, but it came out pretty good. All right, let's go ahead and get these over to my, I would say my workbench, but it's just a box. So I can get these cleaned off. Gonna get me some LA Awesome going and a microfiber towel. All right, so we're back on my cleaning station, which is, again, like I said, just a box, a couple boxes stacked up. I got some LA Totally Awesome and a little microfiber cloth. I'll get these a little spray down, and we're gonna clean these up real quick. All right, there we have them all cleaned up, dressed up, and ready to be pressed. Okay, so with these leatherette patches, sorry. One little process I almost forgot to talk to the guys about, and that's conditioning them. We use this Resin as an acrylic finish for the leather patches. Protective. Can't do it on film, but I'm just going to pour a little bit onto the rag and get it moisturized into the patch all over, and that'll give it a layer of protection. and that's before I heat pressed them. Okay, so I'm going to just put the Resolene on. I'm going to let this sit for probably about 45 minutes or so to an hour. It doesn't take long for it to soak in, and then we'll get it on over to the heat press and see how it goes from there. All right, so here we go back. Here we go, not back at the head press, but here we go at the head press. This is my Vevor. It's a auto open, auto close head press, and it comes with, this is my new one because remember I don't know if you remember last time, but I was using this 15 by 15 swing away, which also comes with the press attachment. And it's, as I was saying, it's not the best choice. After you take this top platen off, you gotta take the screws off here, and then you put the hat press attachment here and the top part on it. There's just a lot to go through. Plus, this isn't the best heat press. So it got me. It was okay. It got me through there. Like I say, here's my heat press that I use the most. This is my 16 by 20 heat press Nation signature series. It's auto open, and it's also a slide. I actually just finished using that, so that's still kind of warm. But this is the Vevor. So once I got rid of I stopped using. I wanted to upgrade from that 8-in-1 eBay special, so I went with this Vevor, and it has 3 different head press sizes. Right now I'm using the middle head press size here. There's the larger size. Here's the smaller size. And I don't have the exact measurements on me. I'll try to put them into I'll add them onto the video as a thumbnail or something like that. Here are a few of the hats that we have. This one we bought for a customer because we sent it to them as a option. I forget what the company was, but they were into like earth. So I showed them some of the hats that we have, and this one was a renewed energy type of hat. What it is, it's recycled. So the mesh part back here is actually recycled bottles, and it's still a snapback design in the back. So I have a few more of those left over because I always buy extras whenever I do any job. This one is I can't remember what this one is. This is just a one-off leftover from something. It's also a snapback, black on black, and these are some Richardson's 112s. These are the OGs. Everybody knows about the Richardson's trucker hats. Orange, black, quite a few more of the colors over there. That's just all I decided to bring over this way. These are some other trucker style hats, but these aren't snapbacks. They're Velcro, more economical on people who wants a hat. So I offer these as an option, but I do let them know they're not snapback, and that's where the value's coming at. So it's brown, pink, and white. I have gray and blue, and black on black. Sure, I got a bunch of other colors over there, but this is just what I decided to bring. I know I'm going to be using actually one of these browns, and the pink goes back, and I think I was doing, yeah, the black on black. This is a snapback also, but it's not a Richardson. This is also probably just a one-off from another job that I did. Like I say, I order. Okay, yeah, because this one is a flat bill. This one is a really curved bill. But yeah, I usually order 1 or 2 more. And my heat press just heated up. It's at 240 for 15 seconds. A hat press, hat press. So let me get this stuff back out of the way and get set up for let you guys know how this Vevor auto open, auto close hat press works. Okay, so here we are back at the heat press station. I'm at the Vevor hat press at the moment, and I had to go. I want to be prepared for you guys. I had to go get the laptop so that I can read exactly what this was. All right, I bought this off of Amazon. It says 2.5 months ago. So I bought this off of Amazon. It is a Vevor 3-in-1 auto cap hat press. It's a 6.4 by 3.5 inch clamshell. You can use it for sublimation, blah, blah, blah. Release, press knob style, digital control panel, and 3-piece replaceable heating pads. Now they say heating pads, but this is not the stalls. These are not quite heating pads. They kind of get you with the wording right there. This is not a heating pad. This is just a pressing pad. If this was the stalls hat press, if you don't know, the stalls actually has heat from the bottom platen and the top platen, which is why it commands the price tag that it does. But this is not the case for that. This does not get hot. This is not a heating pad, even though that's what they call it. It's just a pressing pad. So the heating pad element is up this way. Let's see. These sizes, because like I said, it does come with 3 heating pads. So these sizes are, let's see. So 6.6 inches. It's going to be 6.6 inches lengthwise on all 3. And the only difference is the width. So the smallest, which is this one, is 2.7 inches. And the one that I'm using here, the middle, is going to be 3 inches width-wise. And my width is this way. My width is from the bottom to the top. This is length, and that's 6.6. And the biggest pressing pad is going to be 3.8 inches. 3.8 inches. So 6.6 inches by 3.8 inches. And those would fit your different types of hats. So I rarely do anything this big. And my patches tend to be a little bit bigger than just 3 inches. So I went with the middle of the road here. And this also does have the switch so that you can hoop the back of the hat to stretch it out so that it's on this pad, so it doesn't give you a crease. So let me go ahead. Let me see, make sure I have everything. Larger heating plate size. And I'll leave a link down to this at the bottom of the in the description to this Vevor. It is actually a pretty decent press. Actually, it's, look where I was coming from, but other than that, it's a pretty good press. The auto open feature is wonderful. I love that. I love auto open. I love auto open on my 16 by 20. I love the auto open on here because again, you can press it, walk away, go do something else, and come back. You don't have to worry about getting that it's on the press or something like that. The auto close feature, while sounds good, to me is a bit gimmicky because what that now does is, well, at least for this press, doesn't give you the option of dialing in your own pressure. Doesn't give you the option to dial in your own pressure. So that could be a downfall. I haven't had an issue with it yet, but if I needed to dial in my own pressure, that would be the downfall, is that you can't do it with this because it's an auto close. So that being said, let me go ahead and get a hat pressed up, put up in here so that we can go ahead and get one pressed, and we'll be back. Okay, so this is the hat we're going to go with. It's not a Richardson. It's one of the ones with the Velcro back. So I removed this piece of cardboard out of the backing of the hat, and this is the patch I'm going to go with. Veteran with the American flag. And with these, you have to take the backing off, just a little paper backing off. And I'm going to just use this pick tool, which is what I use for weeding vinyl. Let me get that. I'm going to get it situated, and I'm going to get it up on the press. Okay, I have it on the hat. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it down, press it down just a little bit with my hand. And one step that I do, that I found, because I'm not using any leather glue or anything, I'm just using the adhesion that's on the back of these. One thing that I found that helps is, so I had to step away, is to take a heat gun. Love it, gotta have a heat gun in your shop. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to heat the back part of this patch. There's going to be a preheat on it for maybe about 2 minutes or so, just enough to get it tacky here. Then that's going to be before I put it on the press. Again, if you have something as wonderful as the Stahls hat press, you wouldn't have to do this step. Again, because their lower platen also heats up, and that helps out. And again, like I said, I'm not using any extra leather glue. I'm just using what's on the back of the leatherette as it comes. So I'm going to get this heated up for about 2 minutes, and then we'll go ahead and put it on the press. Okay, so I have the hat press. I'm sorry, I have the hat placed on the press, and I try to push the hat as far back as I can. Of course, you're going to take this lip, the sweatband, and open it up so that it's not on the actual pressing plate. Sure. With that, and then again, like I say, you lower this lever so that it's holding the hat tight, nice and taut. As you can see, I have the hatch on here, right here, and it's been heated up. So we're going to go ahead and hit the button once, and the press will close. And it's going to pressurize itself. It's going to apply the pressure by itself, and it's going to do the countdown. 240 degrees Fahrenheit at, what did I say, 15 seconds. I have to check my little notepad sometime. And once it's done, it opens back up. And there you have it. Your press is complete. Okay, so once you're done, go ahead and take the pressure off of the hat. You can pull it off of the pad. Sorry, I dropped it, and there you go. Now, I do want to say, as far as the auto open, auto close feature, it can be opened back up. So say you go ahead and press it. There's a hat in there. It's going to press the hat, and you have it set for 15 seconds. But something goes on, you only want it to press for 5 seconds. At 10 seconds, you can hit it, and it will then go ahead and release itself. So you don't have to wait for the whole 15 seconds or however long you have it set for. You can open and close it just with the push of this knob, and everything is pretty much done here. You adjust the temperature and the time here. It's a couple of presses, hard press. I haven't set it up in a couple of months. I pretty much set it up and left it. But I think it's like a hard press, maybe 2 to 5 seconds. And you can set the temperature, you press it again, you can set your time, then you press it maybe for another 2 to 5 seconds, and everything will be set. When you want to cut it off, you actually hit it here and it cuts off. Again, same thing, you hit it in the middle, and that'll close the press. Hit it again in the middle, that'll open the press, just like that. And you count down, your timer will start back at whatever you have it set for. For me right now, it's 15 seconds. So looking at, let's see, what else? What else is there? Like I say, this is the handle to put tension on the hat, and it's just has like these little bump stocks to kind of protect the hat a bit. See if I can get around to it. And it just puts a little tension on it. It's not much to this machine. It's a well built, heavy duty machine. You can mount it to your table if you take the feet off. They actually have little rubber feet. So that's sufficient enough for me. I don't need to mount it. But yeah, right now, man, I don't have any complaints except for, like I said, what could be a complaint, well, which isn't really a complaint, but just a concern, is the auto closing feature, because that takes away the ability to set the pressure yourself. So that's my only concern. I wouldn't say it's a complaint because I haven't had an issue with it yet, but that is my only concern. So I'm go ahead and let me go ahead and set one more up, and I'll knock it out real quick. Okay, so this is the next hat we're going to do. I've just hit it with the heat gun. So you can see it's not a center set patch. This one is off center. It's off to the side. And I'm going to go ahead and press this one using the same techniques. Trying to think of something. And we'll get this one done. Let's go ahead and set this one up. This one's not going to actually sit directly straight. It's going to actually sit at an angle like that so that I can get good pressure onto the actual patch in the hat. All right. Okay. Try and get this in here so I can see if you can see what I'm saying. It's not directly straight, but it's right over the patch. And it's just the state of Georgia I live in, close to Atlanta. And I put a bird on there just to represent, there are birds in this state. So that's all that is. This hat is not for sale. This hat is going to be for personal use and personal use only. And let's go ahead and get it pressed. All right. So again, like I say, we're going to hit button one time. I already hit it with the heat gun to get the glue activated on the excuse me, to get the glue activated on the back of the patch. And now it's pressing. You got about a second left, and it's gonna go ahead and open itself up. All right, check my work before I pull it off. And there's one thing that I'm not doing here that I usually do, and that is use a piece of Teflon paper. I'm going to actually do this for another 5 seconds, just to I had another piece that I had cut. I can't find it right now, but just to give myself a little bit more tack on here, I'm going to hold this down. There we go. So I apologize, and I'm going to add that to the other one, the other hat. Yeah, I usually use a piece of Teflon paper on here. I don't usually do it bare like that. I don't know how I missed that step. And we're going to go ahead and take it off. Yeah, that's nice. And if I can explain it to you, what I'm looking for is I still want it to be a raised texture. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it to deform the hat any. I'm going to go ahead and take the pressure off, take the hat, and see what we got here. And if you can kind of see it, yes, there is a little press mark right here, but that should go away. It's just like with any shirt that you use. If you press the shirt and it kind of discolors it, especially if it's a lighter color shirt, that usually goes away. And in this case, I hope it will. I hope that didn't come from not using that Teflon sheet that I usually use, especially on a Richardson 112. Definitely don't want to mess one of those guys up. They're pretty expensive. Not expensive, but they're top of the line, so you pay for what you get. But that's my final product on that hat. And let's see if I can get this guy over here. And we also have this one, the veteran flag. So that is, like I said, I don't do reviews, but that's just me using the Vevor 3-in-1 hat press. I found it on Amazon. I'll leave a link down in the description. So if you guys stuck with me this long, again, as I always say, man, I appreciate it. If you don't mind, like, comment, subscribe, all of that stuff. It helps. It helps something. So just check me out, man. That's all I ask for. Give me some views. I just enjoy sitting here and showing some of my processes. I'm not saying that everything I do is correct, but it's my way and it's been what's been working for me. So if you guys are interested in it, check it out and let me know what you think. All right. Appreciate it. Peace. Easy.